not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
But all right, let's get this shit started, bro. I'm about to go fuck around with some games later. Anyways, I got to fuck with some beats. I've been fucking with beats. I learned how to do some 808 shit on the MPC, so my trap beats are starting to sound very close to industry standards. So I'm working very hard on this shit.
Yeah, y'all know I be playing video games because I got a motherfucking Keyblade on my hand.
Nah, you probably like the third one though. I hated the third one.
Nah, I didn't like the third one.
Not all of it.
Number 2 is the best.
2 is the best.
Oh, what were y'all talking about?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
3 was.
I still
the
haven't
end
finished the
was
third one.
good.
I still haven't
The
finished
whole
the first
beginning
one.
of the third one is stressful.
When you make
but the end was
motherfuckers
good.
wait 15 years for a game, like you gotta.
They brought everything we wanted in the last like 7-8 hours of the game, but the whole beginning is like painful.
The frozen world is fucking bullshit.
Oh, the worst. I don't want to talk about it. Don't stress me out again, bro. That shit, I was mad. But it was worth it when you beat it. So, let's start off this shit off, man. I'm ready to go. I don't know which episode. This is how
I think it's like 120 or something.
we're close to 120. We're out here in the streets. But yeah, man, we had a regular week. I think I posted some extra shit, but it is what it is. But we started off the week with a very funny red stamp. This was Demon Season Volume 3 by MaxThaDemon.
Oh god.
Who wants to go first?
This was Dice's favorite project.
Oh man,
I hated this fucking project, bro.
Dice just went at him. Didn't even review the project.
You should just read it. Just read it.
Oh man, it's out here. It's your review, sir. You want to get out of here. Talk about he from a rich family. So I enjoyed this review because of the comments. Somebody was in the comments. I went off in the comments on somebody, but
I seen that.
He had so many dick riders trying to talk shit.
Some cat was like, this kid JG1347 was like, he was a little upset about you seeing his skin color and going off that, which was very funny to me. But then,
surprising.
But then he was just like, yo, I grew up with Max. You know, he can give the wrong idea, but he's been about it since he's been sanctioned. But then I was like, let me look at this dude's page. And I was looking at his page. I'm like, yo, he over here, he throwing up some legit signs. He looked like, I mean, you could pay to hang out with gang members nowadays. We all know what we we all know how Tekashi did it. You can pay to throw up a gang sign or whatever. But he had some pictures of him young doing gang signs. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure, you know, when you're young and doing it, your parents got to
I knew a bunch of jits running around that knew how to do the hand signs.
No, but he's doing it with people at a young age. So, you know.
Yeah, so did Tekashi.
Yeah, but people.
Tekashi did it at a now. I'm talking about this kid looked like a kid in some of these.
I don't know, bro. People have been false flagging since the 80s.
Which is fair. False flagging is very real. False flagging, you know, it's out here. It's out here.
Niggas been set tripping since back in the day.
Yo, I don't give a fuck what people throw up, bro. That don't mean a motherfucking thing. First of all,
Dice, man, I don't know if you want that smoke from the demon, bruh.
The demon.
Can I just say this kid sounds like he's doing a Ski Mask Slump God impersonation over Pop Smoke beats the whole time?
Oh yeah, the whole time.
Listen. So if you are really a gangster, then put on a GoPro and rob a bank. I want to see it. And I'll change my
Hey, if you're really a gangster, dry snitch on yourself right now with evidence.
I mean,
do it.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. That is what being gangster is now. To the internet, that is what being a gangster
I
is
blame
now.
Boonk Gang.
Yo, Boonk changed the world of internet gangsters, man. He did. And now he's all like super religious now. But
that's because he fucking OD'd.
Yo, facts. Dude, he went through it for like a week and I loved it. I was like, worst dude. Then I had that lady come at me that I said her makeup was messed up, bro. I was like, I hope the old heads caught the reference because she looked crazy. But she came at us.
Yo, let's talk about how bad this project is though. The fucking ad-libs and the overdubs were retarded. He said the same thing 1,000,001 times. It got old the first 30 seconds, but he did it on every song.
Yes,
okay?
Sir.
You can tell through a motherfucker's eyes and through a motherfucker's voice if they're really about it or not. And this motherfucker's talking all this hard shit. I don't care if he's the only white dude in a room and throwing gang signs up. Just because you're in the room and you're the only white dude doesn't make you gangster. That does not mean you're fucking gangster. All right? So
you're a pet.
Yeah. He could be the rich kid that has the in-ground pool and all the other kids just want to hang out with him because his mom's bad. Like, that's it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, that don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing.
The music's not good.
His mom's gang bang, sir.
And he sucks.
Listen,
he sucks.
Even if he's sanctioned, the fucking music sucks.
I don't know.
MaxThaDemon.
It don't matter.
I didn't hate
it. Diss me. Come and diss
What?
me.
You're bugging.
Johnny,
I'm fucking
around.
You're
bugging.
I'm fucking around. I hate it. I'm fucking around. I don't want to see what y'all say to that. Nah, it was high key garbage. It was.
I'm gonna say
my
this.
eyes almost popped out of my head.
For someone who was who paid the money to get on like World Star and all that shit, you would think the quality would even be better, and it wasn't.
Listen,
you've clearly not paying attention.
If MaxThaDemon got an issue with what I say about his whack music, he can diss me.
I don't know. I think his fans who are talking about his history are gonna come for you, bro.
I will beat his fans up. You tell him to shut the fuck up.
Dice is like, I can take at least 8 8th graders at once.
Yeah, I could beat up at least 10 7th graders at one time.
Oh man, that project was ass. It was high key, super duper ass. So the next project was one that I'm a little upset. So I had a group of projects that people were like, "Oh, these are great albums that dropped this year." You know, they like hyped them up to me from some sources that I could consider good music heads.
Not their friends.
No, I wouldn't say good friends, but they got good ears. So they one person threw this project my way was Ada Irin by Navy Blue, and I guess I understand why they threw it my way, because it is, every beat is beautiful, dope lo-fi, but it's kind of like, it's that slow burn flow, but like not done well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's that, like,
put me to sleep.
Cause like what's weird is this, I had 2 projects that were like slow burn flows. One was dope and one wasn't. This is the one that wasn't. And this project was just boring. Like this slow burn flow, some people can do it and some people really can't. Like if you're doing it, you have to be saying the most god tier shit.
That's the fucking trick
ever.
Is that you have to be saying something.
Yeah, you have to be like talking for you know, like you got to be talking some shit. And this just wasn't, I wasn't here for it, bro. I was like, yo, these beats are fucking dope, but like if you took the vocals off, I would have loved this project more. But like he was just saying so much that the words started to just blur. Like I was just bored and nothing made. It was just like fucking adults and Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah. And I'm like, yo, I'm bored, bro. But he did have one of the best songs on here. He did have the dude who does the slow burr flow, and he got cooked by Ka on there. Ka showed him how to do it right, and it's just like, I had a lot of hopes for this project. You know, it got like, it had moments, but it was boring mostly. You know what I'm saying? It was. Like,
this sounds like somebody's like first or second project.
Facts, fucking facts. So then I did a single review. We got a couple of these. This was God of the Universe by Allah Christ, and Endemic Emerald produced it, and Planet Asia featured on it. It's a good time. It's some woke, you know, this is some shit that I like. This is some woke Black Lives Love type shit, and it's a good fucking time. These dudes are snapping. Planet Asia is never going to let me down, even though he'll say something.
I was just going to say one of your favorite rappers.
He is. He's nice. Because he's just one of those rappers that's just consistent as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, consistency is key, bro. Like, you need that. Like, don't do no bullshit that some other rappers be coming out here pulling. But that single's dope as fuck, so check that shit out. So the next project was Clones. So this is the last Drake K review that we have ever since we parted ways.
This shit.
And this is LightSkinKeisha's Clones. Oh my god.
And this is why Drake is no longer with us.
Yo.
Bro, it's literally just my pussy raps the whole time.
He gave it 2 fire trucks, bro.
If this ain't the most Megan Thee Stallion wannabe ass shit, first of all these female rappers need to start going off. They need to stop trying to be Meg Thee Stallion and all these other fucking females that just rapping about the same shit. Because I'm telling you, because all the dudes are doing the whack ass mumble rap shit that you can't hear what they're saying, and all the females are just doing the my pussy raps, and it's like, yo, it's played the fuck out. Like, get your fucking bars out.
Clever.
Like, yo,
make it clever. If you gotta rap about your box, make it clever. Have fun.
Word. I want
put that shit on a t-shirt.
I think that's what it is. I think it's too serious. Like, like it's not funny. Dudes, we rap about like
force.
Yeah, like dudes rap about like, you know, we talk about like bitches and like, you know, getting head and shit like that, but it's never serious.
Yeah.
And these bitches is like, yo, I dead ass got the best box in the game. You know, it's too have fun. Have a little bit of fun.
I don't want to sound like a fucking asshole, but I'm gonna sound like an asshole. Like, if a dude talks about it, people don't frown upon it. If a girl's like, yo, I got the best box, I'll be getting this motherfucker, that motherfucker, it's like, yo, everybody's just like, ew.
Honestly though,
Yeah, could you
some
not?
people will say it though, because like you got these girls, they rap about it and it just sounds like a fucking cartoon character rapping it. But then if Remy Ma say some hard shit about making a dude get on his knees, you're like, bro, that was the hardest shit I ever heard. Like that dude is her
because of how
bitch.
Remy Ma presents it.
Yeah,
she's a fucking savage.
Serves it to us. She's the remember she was the first female in a music video to have a dude go down on her in a car like he was giving her. It's classic. It's classic shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But this project just wasn't it, man. I don't know where Drake K's head was at. How you got 2 fire trucks and this shit get a 7? But
he knew he was gonna get the boot.
Yeah, this project was whack. It was cooking. And what's funny is it's called Clones, and this is literally a clone female.
Literally.
That's some industry shit. Like, that's some label shit. The label's like, yeah, this would be hilarious if we made her call her project Clones, and she sounded like every other female out there. You know, some like pencil pusher dude who's making like quadruple what she's making off of this release is having a good time about this. So next project was best album name. A doctor, painter, and an alchemist walk into a bar. This is Alchemist's little side project thing. And it's dope. It sounds like a score to a movie. It's Alchemist. Uncle Al is dope. It's got 1 track with some vocals on it. West Side Gun on it. I love it. Obviously. It's a good time. But it's Alchemist just having fun. He doesn't even give a fuck anymore. You know, he's like, if I'm going to do some shit with nobody rapping on it, I'm just going to have a good time. Like, this is for me.
I'm going to be honest. I wasn't crazy about this either.
It's just simple. I like, to me,
yeah,
it wasn't
I expected more.
Honestly,
I fucked with it.
I didn't, because I feel like he has so many secret projects out. This was him just blowing off steam.
You know what the problem was? It's probably because I was listening to everything in the week's order.
Yeah.
And after listening to all that bullshit,
yeah, it hurts.
It's like Alchemist, thank God. And then I was just so underwhelmed.
And it's like a movie score.
Yeah,
it's like a movie. It's like this isn't like something you'd want. This is literally like background music to a TV series or some shit like that.
You're like, yeah, it's Alchemist, and then the Jurassic Park theme song just starts playing.
Yo, I don't know if you guys remember during the BET fucking Freestyle Friday days and shit like that, but there was one dude who's my favorite when he came out, Poster Boy, and he rapped over the Jurassic Park beat, and it was one of the most fire shits ever, and it still holds up. So for anyone who wants to listen to some fire raps, Poster Boy, Jurassic Park, YouTube it, gas. But anyways, so we had another single. This was The Grind Don't Stop by G.Huff and Devin the Dude. This was weak. G.Huff rapped like, you know, on some like he's reading off of a piece of paper, raps written in crayon. And Devin the Dude's nice, super underrated, just sliding. And it's G.Huff did not carry the same energy, so the song kind of fell flat when you have one person who's your feature kind of carrying it. And the beat was cool, but if it's your song and you're not absolutely snapping with a dope underrated,
how you get cooked
like
on your own shit?
Yeah, like easily though, because Devin the Dude's not like a rapper who's here to snap. He's a weed rapper. He slides. So if you're getting cooked by someone who's just vibing on your track, you know, you fucked up. It's not really the wave. So
it's not the wave, not the move.
Not at all. So then after that, we had Renee by Benzo Kawaii. So this is very ups and downs. This is like someone who has a very like creative sound, has some good singing ideas and all that, but then just can ruin it at the drop of a dime, or
shit the bed.
Yeah, just let's throw some weird effects on here, or let's do some weird shit. And it ruins the consistency, and it takes you out of what was a dope concept. We all like sad boy relationships themed projects, but he fucked it up with these small little things, so it didn't really hit the way it was supposed to. And it broke up the pacing too, because it started off nice, dead center crashed, and then at the end it came back a little bit, but barely, you know? So this was one of those, like, you had the idea, you had some dope beats, but you kind of fucked up the delivery as far as putting together a solid body of work. You had some cool features. One cool feature. 2 cool features. The rest weren't great, but, you know, it is what it is. So
green.
Yeah, so blowing through it. Then we had the tape. This was Soundtrakk and Lupe Fiasco. This is a good time. This is a nice little 2-piece. Lupe is just Lupe. He can do whatever he wants.
When was the last time Lupe put out like a full-length rap album?
There was the Drogas Wave. That was last year, I believe.
Does that count as rap?
Yeah, that was fire.
But it was like a lot of melodic stuff, right?
No, he had some rap. It was a mix. It was mad long.
What am I thinking of then?
I think you're thinking of that last small project he did. I'm talking about Drogo's Wave was the one that was a full album, and he was talking about like fucking Spanish and like.
Yeah, isn't that the one that got panned?
Panned.
Yeah, it did. It fell flat.
Yeah. People didn't
totally
bump it the way it was, but it was cold. I fucked with it.
Yeah, but it got what's the fucking word?
It went wood.
Basically, it went wood. Yeah. That shit went plywood. No, it was because it basically didn't get any advertisement.
Yeah, and I mean, and he was already doing his whole like fighting the world shit, and they had the him and Kendrick talk, that whole bullshit. But this thing is nice. This is a nice little vibe. It was really cool. It was a good time. It's just, it made you want more, and it's just upsetting, like, just to get a 2-piece from Lupe and nothing else. Because Lupe's still nice, you know? But I'm not mad at it at all. It's a nice little vibe for a 2-piece. It felt good. So the next project, we're going to talk about this. This is the Masking Tape. This is by iNTeLL. So, this project, so for this project, honestly, the raps kind of shocked me. So usually like iNTeLL style's a little bit more relaxed, and he has like he goes into certain bags as far as when I listen to him, where it'll be like he'll have one bag where he kind of sounds like a young upcoming artist, and then he'll have a bag where he's like going in. And this project had a lot more of him actually snapping. Like I was actually super impressed and shocked by a lot of the verses, but a lot of the songs lost their complete feel because a lot of the hooks fell flat, and a lot of things that tied it together just didn't deliver. Like, and he started strong, and that's the thing that fucked with me in this project, because like the beginning I was completely blown away. Like
opening track is tight.
Opening track, I was like, okay, like I'm like, okay, this is a different iNTeLL. This is a hungry iNTeLL. I haven't heard this iNTeLL before going through his catalog. And then second song, you're like, oh. And then comes back, third song, heat, and then it starts to like, you know, then you got, you know, Dykes with the dope feature. That track was cold as fuck with Zeph McFly, Power, Fire. And then it just starts to dwindle a little bit. Then you start to lose some of the hooks, and then some of the cohesiveness. It sounds like a lot of stringing things together. So there was a lot going on.
He could have 100% got somebody else on these fucking hooks.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard for me to comment about it because it will always be biased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like don't like the comment, because it comes off as biased. The only thing I could say in the form, that's why like I could go and I could fucking compliment it and stuff, but you know, if I'm gonna say anything about the album, since me and him are such good friends, I'm gonna talk about the things that I feel is more constructive. And what I would have done is I would have done like you said, like I would have done a lot more snapping. I know that.
Honestly, I think that this project was more of him doing what he wants to do. Like, you know, like I've done a lot of work with him, not like musically, but you know, being around him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, me and his wife, we got a track together. Pretty sure she's mad I still haven't put out, but.
She's chilling right now. She just had a brand new baby. Salute to that, man. Cheers to that. And congrats to them for their brand new baby. Just having babies, bro. Just
that's a fact.
Populating the world.
I mean, I really feel like this album was him just, you know, I just want to do something because I want to do it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anybody else or how anybody else feels. I just want to do this because this is how I feel.
Yeah. And what's crazy though, because it had a lot on it. So I feel like there was a bit of that, but I feel like I don't think that was the theme for the whole thing. I think this was a mix of like, all right, I got these banger things I'm sitting on, and then I got some tracks that I just want to fuck around with, and I got some throwaways. I feel like this was a mix of everything that he had in a folder, and he's ready to revamp.
Yeah, like that's the thing, because what I feel is like, you know, like I said, I'm very close to iNTeLL, and I know, I mean, I'm sure we all know like what he's capable of, you know, artist wise. But there is always a difference between a rapper and an artist. The rapper is going to just rap and lyrically kill it all the time, where an artist is going to take chances and they're going to do different things, and they're going to. I don't know about like when it's like the new, like that new sound, like the second song, because like with him and Prima, I'm so used to just like this more educated, structured, strategic kind of, and it's like when that's not happening and it's like, okay, let's just do this, because it's like, what work does that take for them? It's so easy for them. If you can construct a song with lyrics and be that lyrical, then what's a song like that? It takes no effort. It's like what Lou said. It's basically like you're just doing it because you want to do it, which is nothing wrong with that. But knowing how specific iNTeLL is with things, I guess I really wanted to just hear an album that was more so like structured with that, like that theme, that structure, and just going and doing what he does, you know, best.
Like a full front to back curation. Like I know some of these were throwaways. I want them out. You know, like that full, like I obsessed over every track. I obsessed over the pacing. Not like, oh, let me just throw this here because let's get it out so you can get to the rest of the project type thing. You know? Yeah,
because iNTeLL does a whole lot of experimenting, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you're never gonna learn if you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I agree with everything y'all been saying.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here nodding.
Yeah. They can hear you nod on the podcast, sir.
Yeah, this is
check.
This is one of those ones where he just was like, I want to do this because I want to do it. I like that music. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like, it's not a throwaway album, but it's one of those albums where it's like,
it's got some stuff on there that's like,
I fucked with it
it's
wholly, but there's so many pieces missing.
Yeah.
Like it's just honestly, if you just had somebody else on the, you just need a little more finesse.
Yeah, but still super solid. I mean, I didn't expect it, so that's dope. And it's lengthy. You know, it's very risky to throw out a lengthy project like this. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So. Next project was the slow burn one I was talking about. So this is Descendants of Cain by Ka. I love this project. This project fucked me up. So this is a slow burn project that is bar heavy. And the whole theme is fucking amazing. Like when it hits, when you get to the song, like when you get to the Eye of the Needle, or like even Solitude of Enoch, like when you start to understand what he's talking about and you start to realize why it's called Descendants of Cain, it starts to fucking it like starts to fuck you up. And like the whole concept behind the like, yo, brothers killing brothers, you know, we're just brothers, like the system's not made for us, so that's why brothers kill brothers and shit like that, and that's why we're all the descendants of Cain. That whole theory and the struggle shit that he raps about, and like the very specific shit that he raps about, like growing up into, that shit was hitting every song, every beat, and the slow burn flow, and him putting together these crazy, like, and what's crazy, he even says shit that like, while you're already getting fucked up, he'll say some shit like, yo, I'm not one of those dudes stringing together words. He's like, I'm only saying shit that I know. And he's like, I don't know big words because I never had the privilege of learning big words, and I never took the time to do that. So I'm speaking on a very realistic level that I know, and this is what I feel. And you feel it because nothing's too complex. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit just punches. He punches and punches, and it never lets up. And then you're gonna throw him Rock Marcy feature on there, the god of the cold slow burn flow, and then you're both punching back to back, like you're beating the shit out of each other on the track. It's fire, bro. Like it's
Rock Marcy's nice as fuck.
He's super nice. He is super nice. Super underrated legend, which is a crazy term, but that's only in hip hop where you have an underrated legend. That's the only genre.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Underrated.
But you know what? Rather be what does Jay-Z say?
I don't know, because
rather be overpaid than rather be overpaid than underrated.
Facts, which is very real in the hip hop world. But this project is a slapper. Like I couldn't stop listening to it. I probably listened to that Land of Nod song like 30 times in a row. I couldn't get enough of it. I was like, this song is blowing my mind right now. The production on here, everything slapped. So,
it's blowing my mind, man.
Speaking of another project where everything slapped, we had Dragon Ball G, just the Napoleon Da Legend new project. All Dragon Ball Z samples and all references and all the bars and everything is Dragon Ball, and it's done well.
Nobody else does a thematic album the way Napoleon does.
No one. Bro, that song with King Magnetic and Rusty Jux on it.
Bro, I was so happy to see King Magnetic on Napoleon project. You know, I like did a little jig. I didn't even know they knew each other.
You wanted to fight after hearing that song, and then
absolutely
Rusty's
King Magnetic makes me want to get back into old bad habits for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just looking at the way he looks, it makes me want to do something stupid.
I can't even make it. I'm too happy of a person.
I can't even.
I look too happy.
He's scary.
He's just got a scowl.
Legend. Underrated legend. But yeah, this project slaps. Like, Napoleon's the truth. This is what, his like 9th, 10th album this year, and it's
50th album ever.
And it's seriously.
He got more albums in 1 year than most motherfuckers got in their entire career.
This is back-to-back 10 albums.
His catalog is obscene.
Like, which is insane. Like, last year he dropped 10, and this year I think this is his 10th. Like, 2 years in a row. Give that man his flowers.
We're not even halfway through the year yet.
Yeah, he might have something else coming.
Yo, that's for real, man.
Yeah.
He might have another like 5 albums up his sleeve before the year's out.
Easy.
Insane.
He could easily drop an album every month.
Yeah, and it'd be quality. It'd be 8s. Nothing.
I wish I was his engineer. You know, he's paying all his bills.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for a minute. That dude.
But here's the thing. He doesn't have just one.
He can't. Imagine.
No, he's got multiple.
If I was an engineer, though, even though he'd be paying my bills, I'd be pissed because I'd have too much work.
All the time.
I'd be like, relax.
Yeah.
I'd be like, take a vacation.
Okay, think about it. Let's put this in the context.
If he hits me up and he goes, "Hey, how's the song coming?" I'll be like, "You know how many songs you did today?"
I'd be like, "Which one? Which album?"
Don't talk to me.
Here's the top on the cake here. You guys are all artists, right?
Oh.
How many unreleased?
Don't talk to me.
How many Johnny knows where I'm going. How many unreleased songs do you guys all have in the cut?
I'm sitting on 5 projects right now. I'm sitting on 5. And I started 2 more 2 weeks ago.
He's released. So he's got mountains of music in the cut somewhere.
He's dropped more than I'm sitting on this year alone.
Or he's so fucking dope that he just puts out everything he makes, and it's just really fucking.
I refuse to believe that. I
would rather believe that he has traveled to the future and copied someone's entire 20-year catalog,
like that one Beatles movie.
Yeah, and releasing it in a short span. Because he's a time
Dragon
traveler.
Ball G.
Yo, it slaps. And like hearing it. When I heard the sample to the original, the intro, the cha-da, hit cha-da, I was like, yes. I was like, I'm here. Like, I was 16 again.
Start doing the spirit bomb.
Yo, fact. I jumped on a cloud real quick.
Won't go listen to the whole album like this.
Facts. He needs my energy.
He gathered energy.
Yo, facts. Yo, seriously though, it had that energy, bro. It was wild, man. And then after that, so Friday I just did a bunch of releases. So Friday, then we had Burden of Proof, Benny the Butcher's project dropped. A good time. Shout out to Hit Boy for producing some of the best projects this year. You did Nas's project, you did this one, and you did some of your own, which weren't the greatest, but go ahead. Go ahead, Hit Boy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hit Boy was the truth for a little bit, and people slept on him. But this Benny project is gas. Dope features on here. The only song I wasn't rocking with that I thought I was going to love was the Lil Wayne Big Sean song. I was like, oh, it's about to be huge, and it wasn't great. Wasn't great, but
you put too much faith in Big Sean. That's why.
I fucks with Big Sean.
Psych.
You're crazy. But the Rick Ross song was good. The Freddie Gibbs song slapped. Dom Kennedy slapped. Queen Naija. The West Side Gun Conway song obviously slapped. But what's crazy is the best songs on here were just the Benny songs when he was by himself. Benny's nice. And it's like got the mob feel, and I like that a lot of his production had like a very mobster, old school movie type sound to it. So I like American Gangsters type shit. I fuck with it. Man. This project slap.
I'm not gonna lie, that vibe's getting a little played out for me.
But it makes sense for him.
Well, yeah.
For him to put out this album, because his other projects don't sound like this. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense for him. But I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. But he did it he's going to do it the best because no one talks that drug talk like he does. No one talks that middleman talk. You know what I'm saying? He talks that nice middleman shit. But he talks some really shit. Facts. And then we had a surprise project that I didn't know was going to drop. This was Streams of Thought, Volume 3, Cain and Abel. This is Black Thought's project drop. And I was very shocked. I didn't know this was dropping. Bro. Good Morning might honestly be my song of the year. It would have got a full diamond from me, but Killer Mike snapped so hard on it that he deserved the diamond all to himself. Killer Mike's so nice, bro. Into this verse with nothing but hostility, and I fucking loved it. Killer Mike came in swinging, and he did not stop. This is my favorite verse of the year. Killer Mike's verse is my favorite verse of this entire year, and I've listened to too much music this year. I'm sick of music. But Killer Mike might be the only person I think I've ever heard smoke Black Thought on a Black Thought song.
Which is wild. Like, I heard this song, and I immediately forgot what Black Thought was talking about. And even Pusha T was nice. Forgot what they were talking about. I was like, I'm going to run back that last verse.
It's Killer Mike.
Yo, but honestly, like, I wouldn't even expect that, because it's like, yo, Black Thought, this is your album, bro. Like, rewrite your verse. Like, don't let him do that. He styled on, like, he stole the song. But
yeah, honestly, maybe he didn't get it. Maybe Black Thought got it like right when it was like.
He was like, "Fuck, I don't have time.
Album out.
I don't have time."
You know.
He's probably like, "Fuck."
One of those.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure that anybody that gets on a track with Black Thought is like, I'm not gonna let this happen. Because you talk about one of the greatest ever to ever fucking ever touch a pen in a microphone. That's what I like, though,
because like people sleep on Killer Mike, but people forget Killer Mike's also one of the greatest, and this was him kind of styling. Yeah. This was him kind of being like, "Excuse me, like, all right." Your name is woke, but do you know who I am, bro? Like, let me talk. And Pusha had his thing, and I like that Swiss Beats did the hook. I like when Swiss Beats does hooks, because he does have a very funny voice. But there was one thing about this that was
mad
weird.
Cigarettes.
I guess this is the Roots fan. He does. I guess this is the Roots fan in me, but I am not 100% on board with Black Thought working with Portugal the Man, the band. Is it just me? I just want him to work with the Roots.
I didn't put that much thought into it.
I'm the same way though. Like, I'm a very big Roots fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like hearing any of that.
And I was weird with like Portugal the Man, because they're more of like, they do like rock stuff, and it just, I don't know, those beats were cool, and Black Thought did his thing, but one of the songs was absolute garbage. And I'm not really a fan. I think Artful Dodger just didn't sound good on this. She didn't sound good on any of the songs she was on. She kind of ruined this project, like parts of this project for me whenever she showed up. And I don't know, I just wasn't here for it. But like that Portugal the Man vibe was cool. But like when it wasn't any Portugal the Man on here, this project was like sliding. Like that Schoolboy Q track slapped. That Thought versus Everybody slapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I am very upset that like that Nature of the Beast song is the worst Black Thought song I've ever heard. And I don't think I've ever heard a bad, like an awful Black Thought song until this day, until that, Friday. And I was pretty pissed off about it. I was like, fuck. And I listened to it again to try to give him like let me do it. And I was like, nope. I got worse. I was like, all right, this might lose another point. But overall, this project slapped though. Like it was Black Thought. Like, what else do I have to fucking say? I don't have to say anything else. It's Black fucking Thought. But that's literally how we closed out the week, man. Friday was good. I mean, I've been trying to keep up on the Friday releases, but this Friday, Too Many project came out. Like, T.I.'s project dropped, and that project is like 22 songs in an hour and 8 to 10 minutes.
I saw somebody say something about the fact that T.I.'s dropped his second album this year, and Kendrick hasn't dropped shit.
Yeah. Kendrick, I think he's done rapping, but he did release something that I did respect. He was like, yeah, I'm never going to do a Good Kid, Mad City 2. Why the fuck would I do that? And I'm like, yo, facts. Not every great album needs a part 2.
No, exactly. Yeah, no.
Like that story ended. You know what I'm saying? That story had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, like trying to fucking do the same thing you did again.
It's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. That's like trying to do do we need Boys in the Hood Part 2? No. We don't need Boys in the Hood Part 2. Not at all. With Ice Cube's son, no.
And that's the thing. It's like to fucking do that and to turn around. It's like fucking like Jay-Z doing Reasonable Doubt too.
Yeah, we don't need it.
He will never do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to raise the expectation so high, and you are 100% going to fail, because the expectation is going to be higher than the best thing you can possibly do.
That happened with...
Doesn't matter how good you do.
When M did...
Wait, so we're saying that Reasonable Doubt is his best album?
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
I would say that.
The Black album still exists. So.
For me, my favorite J albums is Reasonable and 444, but I'm not a big J fan, so...
444 was great.
I'm not a big Jay fan, so I know that I won't appeal to.
I would say
he's a Jay hater.
It's tossed up between Reasonable Doubt and The Blueprint.
I didn't fuck with The Blueprint either.
I wouldn't even.
Oh no, man. I think maybe it's just Kingdom.
I think maybe it's Reasonable Doubt or Best of Both Worlds featuring R. Kelly.
Man,
that was a good album.
Great album. Underrated.
But I will tell you one of the most. But I expected it is when Eminem did the Marshall Mathers LP too, because you cannot can't
do it.
That was an okay
album. That was a good
album,
project. It was a good project, but it shouldn't have had the name. It was a good project if it wasn't named that.
If it had a different name, you would feel differently.
Eminem was not in the same bag that he was with the Marshall Mathers LP. You cannot.
He wasn't on drugs.
Now.
How can he be?
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Why would you fucking name it that when you're not in that same bag?
Yeah.
You're literally putting a bunch of fucking like pop songs on a fucking album like with an album name like that.
Yeah. And that was a good
it's
album.
Never gonna
it just
be
shouldn't
like
have
that.
been named that because it had nothing of that same flair.
And even if you try to do the same thing, people are gonna be like, "Bro, you're in your 40s and you're rich, and why are you talking about raping nuns? Like, this is stupid." So,
I still can't believe y'all think Reasonable Doubt is best album.
I didn't say that.
I'm still.
Yo, Lou's
been
playing like Ghost of Tsushima this whole time, like
I'm
glued to the
playing
TV.
Madden right now, but
Madden,
just like,
and he heard Reasonable Doubt, and he was like, "Yo, hold on."
I love Reasonable Doubt.
He said, hold my phone.
As much as I love Reasonable Doubt, and I love Reasonable Doubt.
I love Reasonable Doubt.
It's not my. It's you know what?
All right, then what is?
It's not my favorite Jay-Z.
It's
album.
my favorite.
My favorite Jay-Z album is probably Magna Carta Holy Grail. That's my favorite Jay-Z album. Yo, bro, him. It's like LL. LL changed with the times. Yeah. The beats, just like. What he did with Magna Carta Holy Grail was yo, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Like,
I wouldn't put that in a. I like that album. I didn't hate that album. I'm not gonna say I liked it. I didn't hate it, but for me, I think Reasonable Doubt for me is
Magna
like
Carta was better than 444.
I think it was miles ahead of 444.
Yeah. I like
444. I really feel like 444 was like fake woke.
You know
you lost me there.
You know what I think it is with 444?
No, I know exactly what
because Hov is not. Hov is not that type of rapper.
No. I think my thing with 444.
I think it was guilt.
I can't say I like it for. I think it's because No ID blacked the fuck out on the production. The production of 444 is really good.
I feel like
and I think that's why
Jay-Z. I feel like the reason why Jay made 444 was because
guilt. Lemonade. He needed to put something out for Lemonade. Money.
But at the same time, I feel like it was also because there's so much shit going on, and his name is so big that he just wanted to talk about
it was to counteract Lemonade. It was to counteract Lemonade.
In 2020 works. Makes sense with everything going on.
I think it was man guilt. He was like, damn, Beyonce just exposed me for some money. I got to get in on this.
Dropping when it dropped, it was him getting ahead of
that
Lemonade.
whole cheating shit. Yeah, yep, exactly. It was like, I think that was for Lemonade. And I feel like he was like, let me just get the best production ever and just say some whatever the fuck I want on it. And he got the best production ever. Because No ID snapped.
They're going to give him the best production ever. He's fucking Jay-Z.
You can pay for it, too.
Yo,
exactly.
I don't know, man. I feel like No ID hasn't been in that bag since 444 dropped. And it's like, wild.
He gave up his best work.
Yeah, it's insane.
His drum machine is still smoking from it.
Yo, seriously, like.
I mean, he did a lot of good production on Big Sean's album.
It wasn't 444 production, man.
I mean, it wasn't 444 production, but it was
solid. It was solid, but I feel like he's just like, I feel like 444 was like, I felt like when I heard it, I was like, Jay-Z didn't deserve half of this. But, it is what it is. I'm a Jay-Z hater. You know how it is up in here.
I must still say Nas is still a better rapper, but it is what
it
is.
Nas is a better lyricist. He's not a better rapper.
I agree with Lupe.
Better lyricist. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
Fair. I can't argue it. I don't like it.
Exactly.
But I can't argue it.
Nas is the superior lyricist, but he's not the better rapper. It's kind of like...
It depends.
You could make it...
Nas is always going to go. Nas is one way.
But if
you could make...
Kendrick is the better rapper.
But you can't...
You could
no
make
one's
an argument
beating
that
Nas on an open beat.
Yeah, I can't say that.
No one's beating Nas on an open beat. That's the thing that's dangerous.
I'm talking about
Hold on.
Cole and Kendrick.
What?
That one's hard.
Oh, between them?
Cole and Kendrick.
I got Cole all day.
No, it's Cole.
Cole.
Down.
He's got the consistency.
Song structure is all Kendrick.
Kendrick is
where Kendrick. But Kendrick's a lot of Kendrick's fucking creativity with shit relies on his engineer rather than his just artistry.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like this conversation could be brought up at another time because Kendrick's been ghost for a couple of years now, and Cole has been banging with everyone recently. He's been banging with old, new. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to feature Hit My Line?
So yeah, so I feel like Cole right now is like Cole is in a dangerous bag right now. But I don't know if Kendrick can keep that going.
Hold on.
Absolutely
Backspace
not.
for a second, because Walco said Nas is the better artist than Jay-Z, but I don't agree with that because I think an artist is the creator.
No, I don't think he's the
no, Jay-Z is the better artist.
I'm talking about like
Nas
song,
is the better
like,
lyricist.
No.
No, because an artist
Nas
is somebody that doesn't stick to one thing.
Because like
Nas is always going to be one way. You're never going to get another.
I don't think so.
Art is subjective, so the word artist is also subjective.
When I think of artist, I think of
Nas's
like
art is
in
his lyricism.
And Nas
listen, Professor Walco.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, I'm a Professor Walco on this one because like Jay-Z's never given us a rewind. That's one of the most creative songs ever written.
Yep, and Nas's creativity lies in his wordplay and his lyricism.
Jay-Z's never given us a heaven if heaven was a mile away. He's never given us a I know I can.
Okay. But listen to me.
But
listen to me.
Really caliber. But that's just Jay-Z rapping with a beautiful song. Hold on. The content of if heaven was a mile away,
dude. You are talking about the song structure. You are talking about the production, you were talking about those things. Nas still raps the way Nas raps. You're always going to get Nas one way.
No, but that's
Jay-Z. Jay-Z can switch his complete style.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely
what?
not.
You're
bugging.
What styles do Jay-Z have besides?
Jay-Z raps exactly the same. I'm a big Jay-Z fan. I'm a bigger Jay-Z fan.
He raps the same way all the time.
He raps the same way all the time.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Go from Reasonable Doubt to his newer album.
It's the same thing.
No way.
The only one you can make an argument for that he switched his style a lot was on
Linkin Park.
444. That was crazy. That was definitely out of the box. But it was 444 and Kingdom Come, I think was the name of it, and that was a fucking terrible album.
Facts.
I didn't really like.
When I think of like Nas switching up things, he switches up content.
The album was bad though.
Yeah. Like I feel like Nas has more themes. Has way more themes and style, like different concepts and different ways to switch it up.
Like I said, I'm not Nas hating because if we put Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt side by side, I'm going with Illmatic.
10 times out of 10.
But
of course,
but listen to the way Nas was rapping on Illmatic and listen to his newest fucking album. No, it's the same fucking shit.
I don't know. I think you're confused because they both literally rap. Literally have not changed how they rap. They both still rap from the same descendants of the Biggie flow. It just is what it is. They rap exactly the same. But Jay-Z's content is always the same.
Except for 444.
And Nas's content is never the same. Like he'll do his woke Africa stuff, and that's like 4 songs of an album. But he gave us a whole concept about divorce. He gave us a song in reverse. He gives us a song being a thief. He gives us a song about a do-rag. Like, come on. He gives us a song as kids. He's everywhere with that.
The thematic variety.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, though.
They both rapped exactly the same as they've always done. Jay-Z has never done anything different.
Nas is creative when he did all those things, just like I Gave You Power. But I'm talking about their cadence, everything like
Jay-Z
that.
Jay-Z raps with the same cadence.
No, he doesn't. Because listen,
Jay-Z has sped up his flow three times in his career.
Then why is Nas not all over the radio? And why is it that when Jay-Z makes one fucking song,
Jay-Z is married to Beyonce?
Because Jay-Z can fucking can
Jay-Z's Drake with more money.
To what kids like now.
Jay-Z literally raps the same way on everything. It's the same style. It's the same flow pattern.
I don't agree. I'm not even a giant Jay-Z fan.
The only thing he's ever done differently is on Big Pimpin'. Maybe he sped his flow up, but like Nas
and they probably did that post,
and it's not good. But Nas has sped his flow up on that corny Jeru song. But
they did it post. That's why.
Yo, fact, they rap the same. Jay-Z's flow has never been different to me. Nas changed his flow on one mic, different cadence, different delivery. That song has three different deliveries from Nas.
Jay-Z still. Okay, so you want to talk about what song could I even fucking
give
use?
Me a Jay-Z song.
Take your time. Take your time.
Facts.
Don't fucking play me.
Facts. Okay, sort through your iPod.
Right, nah, but not even because if you fucking turn around and you listen to a lot of Jay-Z's newer shit, even the fucking Watch the Throne album, Jay-Z did switch it up. He switched it up on multiple times.
So.
Where
I think it's the same thing. It's just different production. I think it's the same. It's the same Jay-Z flow.
Jay-Z, all right, look, if Jay-Z still rapped the same, it's been a reasonable doubt that when he made a lot of the new songs, I would have been like, yo, this sounds like that new school shit. I don't like it. If it was the same thing, he was able to actually do that new school shit, and it worked.
He's never done the new school. Give me a song where Jay-Z has done the He's never rapped in double time. He's never rapped. He's never chopped like a chopper. Like
never
what
once.
are the different styles of rap? There's different deliveries. He's never done them. He's only done the Jay-Z delivery.
Yeah, but he's been successful.
Which is which is fine. They're both gods here. I'm just saying they're both of the same caliber when it comes to cadence and delivery. They deliver that same 90s.
Yeah, we're not talking about Drake who switches his flow on every
Drake
album.
switches on everything.
He's a rap chameleon.
Facts.
But
I don't think Jay-Z's ever done it.
Two of the biggest great. I mean, these are the most revered rappers of not just our time, but
they go on the Mount Rushmore.
2 generations before us.
If they're not on the Mount Rushmore, then I question whoever listens to rap.
Yeah.
I
just don't think Jay-Z's ever switched.
My argument is yes, if you put them both in a lyrical ring, Nas is going to kill him, but when it comes down to it, I just think that Jay-Z is the artist. He's more of the artist.
I don't think so. I think it's more so. I think
he can make music. He can make music and reach anybody.
I think the only difference.
I think it's really subjective because of the fact that they're the types of music that they rap about, the types of things that they talk about, the things that they go in, the subject matter. It's a lot of variables. So. Who's to say one is a better artist and one's a better rapper?
I think what separates them is production.
Right. That's why I say that
beat selection.
Hov is the better rapper, but Nas is the better lyricist. That's a little bit more synonymous than saying one is a better artist, because I think that both of them are good at what they paint.
Yeah.
If we're talking about artistry, both of them are good at what they paint.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna beat them at
which one do you like? Do you like Picasso? Do you like Basquiat? I can
wholeheartedly admit that Jay-Z has been more successful in his risks in rapping on other types of beats and other types of vibes.
But I still think
I still think that he raps the same on those, but I think he's been more successful than Nas has.
No, without a doubt.
When it comes to rap, if you put Hov on a trap beat, he's gonna do his Hov thing, but I think it'll sound better than Nas on a trap beat, even though he's gonna do the same thing.
I say that
even though Nas has a trap song out right now.
But I don't like when Nas does that stuff. That's a difference. I like when Hov does
that's
stuff
my
like
argument.
Because that's what Hov, when Hov gets on Jeezy records, it's like, oh, this is about to be fire.
Yeah.
But Nas jumping on a
Jeezy
record just makes me feel like
is built for
I don't need Nas on this.
The Hov style is less words than Nas, so less words you can do it any way you want. But it's the same flow. I think it's the same flow.
That's what I'm saying about the cadence, though, is the fact that Jay-Z can actually blend in with that stuff.
Which is his voice.
Something like that, I feel like it's just like come on, Nas. I don't want to hear you do that shit.
Yeah,
if Jay-Z does it, it's like
Nas jumping on J. Cole's record. What was that? I Let Nas Down. Now, Hov jumping on Kanye's Diamonds. I can't see Nas jumping on Kanye's Diamonds.
Yeah.
I could, but I can't. The beat is just too fast. It's just it's a lot of it'd be way too wordy if Nas gets on that.
Yeah.
But I can see Hov getting on, let Nas down.
Because Hov's got a universal style. Like he's got like that's always like that same argument can go into the argument of like the Biggies and Pacs and shit like that. Because Biggie didn't have to have a lot of words. He could do it every now and then, but he got his message across with less words. And Jay-Z obviously learned from that style and has that. Nas is just gonna go with the beat
and Big Daddy
fit
Kane
in as many words.
Yeah. Big Daddy Kane was the same way.
Oh, Kane can do anything.
Still.
But what I'm saying
that style
is really from Kane.
Yeah. But Kane is a whole different monster, though. Like, I heard him bang with, like, kids recently. Remember 2 years ago, he did a track with, like, Snow the Product and Token, and he was chopping with them, and he snapped. He sounded like he was their age.
And Snow is actually really
nice. And it was Kane was up there holding his own.
She also bad.
Bad.
That too. I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that. My wife's in a rough look. Anyways. But I mean, Kane is like, what I love about Kane is like him being that old, and this is what going back to like LL. You could get LL on a track right now, and I guarantee he'll snap.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
LL is still LL.
Yeah.
Kane is still gonna be Kane.
L's kind of kind of a half exception though, because he's one of those rappers. He did change his style. Because he started off the like, Mama said knock you out, and now he's on something. Remember, then he went from that to like something like a phenomenon. He switched it up. But I feel like
he started
Jay
licking his
from
lips
Reasonable
more.
Doubt till now is the same Jay-Z flow. It's just timeless to me. You know what I'm saying? It's timeless.
Yeah. But I think the thing is with LL had to change. LL had to adapt to
you weren't gonna
the
come
newer
out with
music.
that old school shit on.
Yeah, you're not selling the same records that you were selling back then with these same raps and these same flows. Whereas Hov has been, I mean, from if you look at Blueprint, if you look at Reasonable Doubt to Blueprint, the flow, it didn't really change. It got better. It's like
I'm pretty sure
it's solidified. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a videos out there somewhere of Jay-Z like chopping. Like when he was really young, he was rapping
the old
real
school,
fast.
that the way all old school rappers used to chop.
I think that would be a little hard for him though, because most of the shit that Jay does is freestyle in the booth.
I don't believe that shit.
I'd be impressed.
Well, he really utilizes his like empty air too.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
That's what Rick Ross has learned a lot from too, using that.
Rick Ross slides. That's one of the best features.
Bro, he's nice, but I can't ever vibe with the backstory.
What do you mean?
The
corrections officer and all that.
I don't care about that, bro.
He went from watching niggas that was locked up for selling drugs to rapping about selling drugs. I mean,
he became Tony Montana overnight.
Dude, I'm not worried.
What it is, bro.
I'm not worried about that, bro. What fucking Future's first rap name was Meathead. All right. I don't care about any rap. Future's first rap name was Meathead. I don't give a shit about any rapper's backstory because they're all dark.
2 Chainz was Titty Boy.
Fire, but that makes sense.
I like Titty Boy better than than
they're both, because both names are equally as ignorant, and I love it. I'm not mad at 2 Chainz for that. But
I mean, we had
from
OJ to Juice
Meathead to Future. Come on.
Yo, you know what's funny? The other day, I mean, this is kind of going over, but speaking about that, like the other day, I'm at work and this Justin Timberlake song comes in my head, and it's the one with Bubba Sparks. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to Bubba Sparks?
Got skinny.
Like,
yo, for real.
He got skinny and went full rodeo.
And then one of my coworkers is like, "Oh, he died." And I'm like, "No, he didn't. Don't say that."
He
like,
didn't
you
die.
for real? Like, yo, bro,
he died.
The vibe with Bubba Sparks, like his whole Southern drawl flow was fire. Like he was like, "Them Bubba can't stumble in there." And, you know what I'm saying? His flow just kept going. Like, yo, that shit was cold.
He was cold. He got skinny, man. He's all rodeo now. He got mad skinny. He wears like cowboy boots and shit now. He look crazy.
Oh, for real?
Living his best life.
Country music on a fucking porch.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's what happens. You change your diet. You stop eating country food, bro. Your whole mindset change.
Ain't that what happened to the other country boys that Luda had signed? The black people? What's that? There was a group.
Oh, Disturbing the Peace?
Nah, there was a part of it. There was a part of it. It was like 2 country dudes. These 2 black as night country dudes that Luda had signed. It was like fuck, man. Now it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to
you gotta
send y'all.
Yeah, you gotta message the group when you find it.
Message y'all. Yeah, it's gonna bother me now. But yeah, they was the same way. Like they have achieved mad success. Luda put them on and shit like that. I think they won a Grammy, and they just went back to the porch.
Love that.
It's like, you know what? I'm gonna chew on this wheat straw.
But they're gonna sit on their money. They probably buried the money in the yard. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
under the oak tree in the back.
A lot of people be hating on the one-hit wonders, but those are the motherfuckers that have all those businesses that you're buying shit. You don't realize that they own part of it.
Look at fucking Chameleonaire.
They made bread off that one song.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Chameleonaire.
Fuck Soulja Boy.
Don't hate on the GOAT.
He's made some of the worst music I've ever heard.
The GOAT.
No, Soulja Boy is
Soulja Boy walked so we can run.
Soulja Boy on that one
I'm finna sign off right now because of that.
I'm about to leave Notch and Max.
He paved the way for us. All right.
Oh my
what
God.
the fuck are you saying?
He changed the game.
You need to stop drinking the alcohol water.
If you don't change your name to Little Draco now.
Go watch the documentary on Soulja Boy on Netflix. You're gonna be like, I hate this, but he changed hip hop. Period.
We wouldn't
have Drake's. We wouldn't have the popular Drake's, Futures, none of that if it wasn't
Drake.
For Drake. The GOAT. Put respect on Draco's name.
Maybe Soulja Boy went back in time, and he's the reason why we have Nas and Jay-Z.
That's where Napoleon Da Legend, when he went in the future, he took Soulja Boy's music. That's what happened, bro. That's what you're missing out on.
This is our Notch and Man's leader right now. I'm talking. See this man, yo.
The GOAT.
Okay, give me a migraine.
And this is why hip hop is dead. This is exactly why hip hop
because one person killed it. Soulja Boy. Put respect. Give him his flowers.
Go eat some cow or some.
Yeah, you need some protein in your brain.
Flowers.
Yo, isn't Soulja Boy still signed with Young Money?
Or is Young Money signed to Soulja Boy?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to holla at y'all. Put respect on the GOAT's name.
On that note.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll holla at y'all.
Jesus.